What's going on, YouTube? R to the double E dash to the ZON coming at you once again. And it is April 2nd, 2025. The much anticipated, long awaited, long overdue Nintendo Switch 2 Direct aired earlier today. I know most of y'all are probably like, why hasn't Reason made a video yet? Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. I woke up like at 4 in the afternoon, man. Straight up. And then I was like, oh shit, that's right. The Direct happened earlier. So I went and I watched it and I got my mind fucking blown. And so after I watched it, bro, I'm telling you, I must have had the neighbors ready to call the cops, bro, because I was screaming like a hysterical woman, bro, when I saw some of these announcements and some of these reveals. Bro, it was everything I wanted and more. I'm gonna go through everything that was mentioned, and that was revealed in this presentation, and give you my thoughts and my opinions and just an in-depth reaction. I was gonna do it with the footage of the direct showing, but I'm missing an HDMI cable for my capture card. I gotta find that somewhere in the house. But man, what a presentation! Nintendo basically did what we've all been wanting them to do, and it was to come with not just the Nintendo charm and the Nintendo magic, so to speak, but to come with that boldness, come with the power, come with the features that every other console has. And they managed to do this, but also do it in their own Nintendo way and for the better. Excuse me. Oh, that's how hot I am after watching this presentation. I'm chewing ice. Bro, they came with they came with the thunder, bro. They came with the fire. I'm just gonna go through everything. Just I have it all written down here. So they opened up the presentation with an in-depth, long, lengthy trailer of Mario Kart World. Yes, bro, this made me so fucking happy. I mean, mind you, like I said, I woke up at 4:30 in the afternoon, bro, basically, and literally just ran right in here, sleep still in my eyes, and pressed play on the presentation, and was greeted by this trailer of Mario Kart World, and that immediately woke me up, got me screaming, literally screaming. Bro, the game, not first of all, graphically, it looks beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. But they basically took the best of what Mario Kart has always been, which is basically Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and infused it with a little bit of Diddy Kong Racing and Sonic All Stars Transform. The Sonic, the game on the Wii U where your cart turns into a plane, it turns into a boat. That all happens here. Plus, you got new mechanics like basically wall kicking. Your cart off different walls as you're going. You're grinding on rails and on edges of things. You have a free roam mode. This is, bro, I've been waiting for Mario Kart to do this. Literally being able to go off road whenever you want and just literally explore the world. It's all one big interconnected, massive world. You can take scenic drives with other players online. Stop at certain locations, take pictures. This is fucking bananas, bro. This is fucking fire. What else? What else do they have in there? 24 racers on the track at one time. You got a new knockout mode where you race from one end of the world all the way to the other. So you're going through all the tracks simultaneously, and at different checkpoints. If you're not at the place or higher than the place that is shown at that checkpoint, you're knocked out and eliminated. Bro, fire, fire, fire. You know what I just realized? I didn't even. I just thought about this. They didn't even go over battle mode. They didn't even show anything about battle mode. They just showed so much on the game itself that and it's launch day with the Switch. Launch with the Switch 2, Mario Kart World. Definite day one immediately. Next they revealed what that little extra button on the right Joy-Con is. It is a C button. They had taken off the C from it, in so many, in the reveal trailer and in, any other footage that people have found on the system. The C button was just a little square button. Now it has a C on it, and it is for game chat. Fucking finally, we have legitimate voice chat built into the system. The Switch 2 will come with a built-in microphone on the console itself. They also uses noise canceling technology, so if there's your surroundings are noisy, that gets blocked out, but your voice still comes through clear. Fucking Nintendo going balls deep, bro. Balls deep. The game chat, as soon as you press that button, you connect to the voice chat right away. And they do it in their own Nintendo way, where it's like, and it's a good thing, where like at the bottom of the screen, you'll have a little like panel, and you'll see who's in the chat. Like different screens for who's in the chat. And you can see, their names. If they're using the brand new Switch camera, which is I'm assuming sold separately, they didn't really specify on that. But there's a new Switch camera accessory that will put you in the chat, so you can see the person. You can share. You can do game screen sharing. So while I'm playing my game, I can see your screen, whether or not you're playing the same game as me, and we're chatting. That is fucking awesome. And you can put yourself with the camera accessory into the footage of whatever game you're playing while your screen is being shared. That's fucking phenomenal. Dude, that's crazy. What else we have? We have game sharing now, where the basic concept is if I own the game, but let's say I'm playing with three of my friends, right? And you guys don't own the game. As long as I own the game or one of us owns the game, we can all play it together. So they got that going on. That's pretty cool. So specifics of the actual device: 1080p screen on the actual console handheld, 1080p, up to 120 frames per second handheld. Jesus. Then 4K docked, absolutely. The dock comes with a built-in fan to keep the system cool and performing at optimal levels. Then we have the reveal. We all kind of suspected it. The Joy-Cons attached magnetically under the ZR and ZL buttons, or whatever it is on the Joy-Cons. There's magnets that attach to magnets within the console, so it's not easily, just falling off. It's literally, they're secure. You got to literally pull it off. So that's more secure Joy-Cons. That's always good. They went in depth on the mouse controls. Looks awesome. Both the right and left Joy-Con have the ability to use as mice. And they even show later on in the presentation this being implemented into certain games. Awesome feature. You got, like I said, the built-in microphone in the system with noise canceling technology, 3D audio. So especially if you're using a headset, because there is a audio port on the console and on the new Pro controller, by the way. If you're using a headset, especially, you have a 3D audio that will just sound like it's surrounding you, coming from all directions. So you'll be able to hear. And they did a little like demo where you hear like the galloping of a horse coming across the screen and into the distance, and you can literally hear the change of direction where the sound is coming from. Really cool. Then we had they talked about a new game called Switch 2 Welcome Tour. Nobody cares. This is like a little tech demo kind of thing where you're literally just inside the system, and there's like every part of the system, every button or whatever has like a question mark by it, where you basically click on it and find out new information about the system, and then there's mini games involved. Don't care. They talked about the new game cards. Now they'll be red instead of black, and they have much faster data read and transfer speeds. They also talked about the fact that it's only going to be using micro SD express cards. So you can't use your normal SD cards like you did on the original Switch. You got to use the SD express cards, which are much faster and much quicker at transferring data and uploading and downloading data. 256 gigabytes internal memory. This is awesome. A lot more than the original Switch. Brand new Pro Controller. Like I said, the Pro Controller now has two new triggers on the back of the handles. They're called GL and GR buttons. You can program them to, whatever you want them to be. Map them to whatever you want. Awesome. June 5th is the launch. So pretty much what we all thought it would be in June. They kept with the kind of timeline that they had with the original Switch when revealing it, having the actual presentation, and then the launch. About 3 months separating each event. So June 5th launch date. They didn't talk about any pre-order situation, which I found two things I found weird. They didn't go over pre-order details, and they didn't mention the price at all. But I think as far as the pre-orders go, I think and I hope, bro, it'd be awesome if they were doing this. If they were just saying, fuck pre-orders, we're not doing pre-orders. Launch day is launch day. Show your ass up at the store and buy it. Or get online and buy it. You know what I'm saying? That would be a way to kind of circumvent the bots and the scalpers and all that, and just huge middle finger to them. So I hope they're doing that. Next, what else we got? Okay, it plays three different type of games. Obviously, it plays exclusive Switch 2 games. It plays compatible Switch 1 games, which they keep saying compatible games. We all know every single game is going to be backwards compatible, except maybe some shit like Labo or, maybe Ring Fit Adventure or some shit like that. But it plays Switch 2 games, Switch 1 games, and then Switch 2 Edition games. That is, certain Switch 1 games are going to get Switch 2 editions. And we were right to speculate. Metroid Prime 4 Beyond is one of those. Pokemon ZA is another one. Twilight Princess, excuse me. Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom both are having that. Kirby Forgotten Lands as well. Super Mario Party Jamboree. And all these games, if you own any of the original games, you could just purchase an upgrade pack to get the Switch 2 edition. They didn't mention how much, but I'm positive the upgrade pack is going to be significantly less than buying the actual game. So, um, hmm. But yeah, they showed like examples of all these games, like the Super Mario Party Jamboree, Switch 2 edition. Of course, better graphics, better frame rate, but also a lot of new features using that Switch camera and mouse controls and things like that. Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom improved frame rates and graphics, HDR, which allows a more vibrant, lively image. Metroid Prime 4 looks ridiculous, Switch 2 edition. And you can use the mouse controls in Prime 4, like a first person shooter on a PC. So that's awesome. Then we have a brand new Nintendo IP called Dragon Drive. This looked kind of cool. It looked interesting. Some people were making fun of it, saying it was like wheelchair sports or whatever. I don't know why you would make fun of that. That's kind of fucked up. But it's basically like it looks like your player, your avatars are they're either robots or they're like just suited up, kind of like Halo, like armor and stuff like that. And they're in what looks like a wheelchair, but it's like they're sitting, and then the thing has these giant and like freaking huge wheels, and you use mouse controls throughout the whole game, and it's basically a 3-on-3 basketball game. So it has a lot of Rocket League type vibe to it, a little bit of Splatoon vibe in there as far as the way the gameplay is. It looked fun, bro. It looked fun. It looked interesting. We'll see what that becomes, or how that is received when it comes out. What else we have? Then we had a third party, blitzkrieg of games. Elden Ring coming out. Of course, we knew that. Hades 2. Street Fighter 6 with a specific year 1 and 2 edition. Brand new Street Fighter 6 amiibos. Daemon X Machina has a sequel called Titanic Scion. That looked really good as far as graphically, especially compared to the original. But I'm just not a Daemon X Machina guy. Like, I played the demo for the original, and I was like, nah. Split Fiction is coming to the Switch too. EA shows up with Madden and FC, which I think stands for Football Club, whatever. Their soccer game that they can't call, FIFA or whatever they called it before. Madden and FC are going to be there. That's awesome. Hogwarts Legacy is getting a Switch 2 edition. Tony Hawk 3 and 4 is on there. A brand new 007 game right now it's called Project 007. Hitman World of Assassination is getting put on there. Bravely Default Flying Fairy HD remake. I don't care. Yakuza 0. A new Hyrule Warriors. Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment. This looked fucking banger, bro. This looked awesome. Can't wait for that. And then an announcement that just made everybody just collectively cream their pants all over the world when we watch this. Bro. So let's start talking about Switch Online, right? And talking about how it's going to be transferred over to Switch 2 and all that. And then they said there's going to be one new edition right off the bat on launch day. Fucking GameCube! Finally! GameCube is on Switch Online Expansion Pass. Existing Expansion Pass members will get this automatically, like myself, with no extra charge, just right there. 3 launch games coming. Wind Waker, Soul Calibur 2 with Link in it, the GameCube version, and F-Zero GX right up the gate. They teased other games. They showed like a quick slide of other games: Pokemon Coliseum, Luigi's Mansion, a bunch of others. I'm just waiting for Wave Race Blue Storm and Star Fox Assault and Star Fox Adventures. Thank you very much, bro. GameCube being added is huge. Then we have the Deltarune games. Nobody cares. New Borderlands 4 will be available on Switch 2. Civilization 7 also coming. 2K was there to announce that both WWE and NBA 2K will be on the Switch 2. A brand new IP, Survival Kids, or at least I think it's a brand new IP. It's a Survival Kids a multiplayer game online. Looks like you and like 3 other players are like stranded on this island, kind of very like Sims Castaway type. And you have to survive on this island, crafting things and all that. It looks fun. What else we got? Enter the Gungeon 2 is on there. Cyberpunk 2077 is coming over. Final Fantasy 7 Remake is coming over. A brand new From Software exclusive to Nintendo Switch game. I don't give a shit, and it did not interest me at all when I saw the trailer. But I know From Software has a big following, and people seem to like their games. So having a From Software Switch 2 exclusive game is big. It's called Dusk Bloods. It looked like some kind of vampire thing. It's whatever. Kirby is getting a new Kirby Air Riders game instead of Kirby Air Ride. The sequel's not Kirby Air Riders. That will be available on Switch 2. And they close the show with a banger. They close the show with a banger. For how long have I been coming on here and saying amongst the games that I want to see, like a brand new Pilot Wings, brand new Waveries, bring Star Fox back. God damn it, that has to happen on this console. So many games I've been saying I want to see back. One of them I always said I want a brand new 3D Donkey Kong game. And thus, they showed off Donkey Kong Bonanza. Dude, I just dropped the shit. That's how hype I am. Dude, brand new 3D platformer in the Donkey Kong universe. And it looks phenomenal. And Donkey Kong has the brand new kind of reworked design that you saw in the Mario movie. And that we saw for the first time in video game format when the Switch 2 reveal trailer showed off Mario Kart World, and we saw him in the background. He kind of had that new the Mario movie design. He's got that full-fledged here. It looks awesome. The gameplay looks phenomenal. Fully destructible environments. He's fucking ground pounding through the ground, through walls. This shit looks awesome. And yeah, bro, that's damn, did they give a launch date for that? I don't remember. Let me see. Hold on. But yeah, bro. What a fucking show. Hold on. Donkey Kong Bonanza release date. Yeah. It's July 17th, 2025. So a month. June. Yeah, a month later. A month after the Switch launches, we're getting a 3D Donkey Kong game, and it has the kind of the similar art style and art flair, the same look as Mario Odyssey. So this looks fucking banger, dude. I am beside myself, bro. Nintendo came with that fire, bro. That's why I'm rocking the Mario today, baby. That's why I'm rocking the plumber, baby. Bro, they came with that fire and shitting all over everybody. Over Microsoft, over Sony, over Steam, over everybody. It didn't matter. Nintendo ruled the fucking day, bro. The Switch 2 looks phenomenal. The features it's packing. That game chat feature. What an awesome way for Nintendo to put their own individual touch and spin on something as natural and as native as voice chat. Every console has voice chat. Nintendo's always missing it or has some fucking quirky dumbass way like that stupid Switch app that they had for the original Switch and nobody fucking uses to this day. We rather just get on fucking Discord. So they take the actual essence of voice chat, build it into their system, microphone with noise canceling technology built into the system, and then give their own little flair to it with that little shit where you can see the screen and you can see who's playing, who's chatting, what game they're in, if they're in your game, if they're in another game, if they put themselves in the game with the Switch camera. This shit is hard, bro. I'm loving it, bro. I'm loving it. I think they are about to take over the gaming world for an entire other generation. I think this will be the first time since my early lifetime, bro, since I was a kid. This will be the first time Nintendo has two back-to-back dominant generations. I mean, they dominated NES. They dominated even harder with Super NES. And then N64 kind of fell off, even though it's the greatest console of all time. And the GameCube fell off really bad. Then the Wii dominated. Then the Wii U fell off. Then the Switch dominated. And I think now Switch 2 is going to dominate even harder, bro. This looks awesome. I cannot wait. I'm kind of beside myself with the fact that they didn't talk about a price. They gave us the release date, which is good. They didn't give us a price, and they didn't talk about pre-orders. Like I said, with the pre-order situation, I hope that they're just gonna stick it to all the faggot-ass scalpers and bots and just say, ain't no fucking pre-orders going on live. Show up on June 5th at your local retailers, be the first ones online, and get the system. Because I'm taking that day off. I'm telling you right now. That's the next day I'm asking for leave. I had this date reserved since 3 months ago when they revealed the Switch and they told us April 2nd. I told my superior, I said, hey, April 2nd, I need off. I'm going in there when I go back on Saturday morning. I'm going in there and saying, hey, June 5th, I need off. And requesting it. Because damn, bro, this shit looks phenomenal. I There's more stuff they got to get into. They got to show us how the eShop is going to change. If it is going to change, hopefully it does. They got to show us more details on online, how that's going to function. But there was no mention of a price increase for NSO, which is great so far. The addition of GameCube is huge. The new Pro controller looks phenomenal. Oh, and with the addition of GameCube, there's a brand new GameCube controller that has a C button, a game chat button on it, wireless. That's going to be released also on launch day with the Switch. So you can order that through the My Nintendo store if you're a Switch online member. So that's awesome. It's kind of like the Wavebird, but just like the traditional GameCube design. What else, bro? Just we didn't see a 3D Mario, which everybody thought we were. So that's coming. And Mario Kart is gonna have on April 17th its own Mario Kart World Direct. So in just a couple weeks, bro, Nintendo's hitting us with the directs at a fucking fever pitch this month really. We had April last week, whenever it was, and then we had April 2nd, which is today. And then now in the 2 to 3 weeks, we're having another one focused entirely on Mario Kart World. And that game looks like it has so much to cover and so much to tell us and so much to reveal to us. So it just, bro, man, this is awesome, bro. Bro, Mario Kart World, Donkey Kong Bonanza, Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. Fucking, bro, oh my God. There's so much, bro. And there's a 3D Mario that's literally, I guarantee you there's a 3D Mario this year. It's been fucking 8 years since Odyssey. It's coming this year. There's a brand new Zelda in the works for this new beast of a console, bro. And all the franchises that I'm not bullshitting you when I say I guarantee you we are going to see new installments because Nintendo seems to have been listening for like the last couple years. It just seems like they're doing things the right way and listening to the fans. So mark my fucking words. I'm saying it right here. We're gonna see a new Star Fox. We're gonna see a new F-Zero. We may see some fucking, franchises that we haven't seen in forever, like Wave Race or Pilot Wings. We're gonna see a lot of new shit from these old franchises on this new console. And it is going to be glorious, bro. I cannot wait, bro. This is awesome. They did such a fantastic job. The presentation is a fucking 10 out of 10. What are we talking about? It's not even a question. They did everything that we wanted them to do and more actually, and it's just fucking phenomenal to see the Switch 2 revealed in such glorious fashion, bro. Cannot wait for June 5th. I am buying the console one way or the other. I don't give a fuck. Day one, it's mine. I don't care. It's awesome, bro. Can't wait. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. And if there's anything you want to discuss or comment on, feel free to use the comment section. I do comment back when my subscribers comment for the most part. So yeah, bro, we can do that. We can chop it up. If there's anything you want to see me make a video on, leave it in the comment section. Let me know. But damn, Nintendo Switch 2, just bulldozing the fucking game, bro. Just killing them, man. Bro, keep hurting them, Nintendo. Keep hurting them. It's fucking epic, man. God bless y'all. Stay gaming. Peace.